So, how's it going? I would say, happy Tuesday to you all, but, apparently this is going to be the last day of America because, Orange Man is gonna be thrown in prison and all of his fanboys are gonna set fire to the world because, Orange Man's going to jail there. At least that's what he told us. So, this could be the end of America as we know it. Or this could be one big fucking nothing burger. You know, if this is indeed going to be the last day of America, and before I'm conscripted into the fucking militia to fight for whichever side drafts me into this goddamn clusterfuck of war first, I figured I might as well get one last video dabbing on Aydin Paladin over. Now, first I want to go over Aydin Paladin coping hard about how Little Miss Trad Girl here, Little Miss Christ is Kang, how people are not too happy that Aydin Paladin is a homosexual that has fucked multiple black people over the years there. Then we're going to get into another series of tweets that I think you're all going to love. I know I did. That's the reason why I wanted to do this video. Originally, I was just going to go over those tweets and didn't just say fuck it, but, then I came across this, and I figured, let's read that first. So, here we go. From Aydin Paladin, 5 days ago. Could someone please explain why it's apparently wrong that I dated black girls like 15 years ago as a teen? Because I sincerely don't understand this criticism. Obvious replies to Aydin Paladin saying, I don't think anyone would complain about that. Black guys are a different subject, to be honest. Personally, I haven't dated either. But all my life, black girls have been attracted to me. Maybe it's because I am a half Asian Hispanic. I'm a pale tan. Maybe it's my boy's face. I have no idea. Aydin Paladin replies to Mr. Obvious saying, I was engaged to a black guy. He was a software engineer. Apparently this is new info, even though I've been open about it since day one. IDK, the problem with either thing at all as to why this would make people upset. I'm married to a white man, and have been for over 2 years. You know what, it's actually funny that Aydin Paladin says that she's been married to Mr. Bill Newman of Guernsey Channel Islands, United Kingdom, there for over 2 years, because, I actually have DMs with Mr. Doc Griffin. There, and he says that he's been invited to Aydin Paladin's wedding. No, you heard me right. He has been invited to Aydin Paladin's wedding. Not he had been invited to Aydin Paladin's wedding, or he had been invited and he went. Oh no, he has been invited to Aydin Paladin's wedding, which means that it's still ongoing. It's still gonna happen. Sounds like it's gonna happen somewhere in the States, as is evidenced by, well, Doc Griffin being invited to go there. Which I hope he sends us photos and videos. There, I hope he sends us all photos and videos there, because I just want to see. I just want to see. Just what the hell Aydin Paladin has in store for her fucking wedding there. It's probably gonna have something to do with anime, or The Witcher, or whatever the fuck she's into. But it's definitely going to be interesting, and I hope and pray to God that Doc Griffin sends us all photos and videos of it. Anyway. Different Discussion says, so you believe engaging in homosexual sex is a sin? Since you brought up that your previous partners are black, does that mean that you also believe that people of different races having sex with each other is a sin? Aydin replies with, no, I believe homosexuality is a sin, according to my faith. It's others being weird about the fact my girlfriends were black. So basically, what she's saying is, yeah, listen, okay, I know me fucking Shaniqua is a bad thing in the eyes of God. But I just can't understand why people are flipping out that the women I banged were black. I literally committed a sin against the Lord. Why can't you people be mad at that more than me banging black women? you know. Idna says, I'm not angry, just disappointed. Okay, and that's the end of that. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just want to read this. You may not understand, but there was a cat outside. There was a cat. And he was outside. And I tried to find tuna, but I forgot where it was in the cupboards. I failed my initiative on this encounter. Likely this is someone else's cat. But I have now failed in giving him tuna. Okay, so Aydin Paladin in her spare time tries to kidnap the neighborhood's cats. That's fucking fantastic there. That's just fantastic. Hey, isn't stealing a big no-no in the eyes of the Lord there? No Leaf Outlaw says, Aiden is about to kidnap Cat. Lol. Aiden says, don't accuse me of future crimes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what I really wanted to talk about. This is the shit I really want to talk about. I think you're all going to enjoy this. God dang. My Twitter is full of federal agents. I'm a libertarian, lads. Get the fuck out. Where do you think you are? Trust me. There are like a million Fuentes Stan accounts for you to follow, Fed boy. Never forget. I was accepted into both GW and American University, so I could have been you. You hear that? You hear that? Because Aiden Paladin was accepted into these prestigious universities here, she was this close to becoming a federal agent. She could have been a fucking FBI agent. She could have been CIA. She could have been a fucking full-time glowy. Which I would have loved to have seen Aiden Paladin as a fucking FBI agent, because this is a woman. Like, I actually want to see her out on the field. I want to see Aiden Paladin as a federal agent solve some, like, fucking Buffalo Bill style murder case, because this is the same woman who nearly quit the internet because Joshua Connor Moon called her fat on Twitter once. So, having known all that, plus all of Aiden Paladin's other meltdowns there, I really would have loved to have seen her as an actual FBI agent, because that would have been fucking hilarious. Okay, granted, she would have been shot on like day one, but still would have been funny. Anyway, continuing. Not just GW and American, but also George Washington University all accepted me. I was so close to being one of you losers that it kind of makes me sick, But understand you always could be free, albeit cringe fed boy. The deviation between me and a Fed is like 5%. I was so close to being one of you, and I'm not. You kind of fucked up on that aspect, but I'm so happy I never became a federal agent, even though I wanted to. Lol. Sorry, I meant George Mason. George Mason and GW. Who cares? This was 16 years ago. We were fucking inches away from Aydin Paladin being a fucking federal agent. What a fucking timeline that would have been. Anyway, Jeremy Abrahamson says, my understanding is that there a non-zero amount of libertarian or leaning heavily that direction in both the FBI and ATF, and they use it to spend federal money fishing. You could have been one of those lol. Aiden, yeah, I thank God I didn't. Federico says, sounds something a Fed might say. Are you a Fed agent, Hayden? I mean, for all we know, she could be. Maybe we are living in the fucking timeline where Aiden Paladin is just a federal agent, and this whole YouTube career thing is it's just a gimmick. It's just a cover. Maybe Aiden Paladin really is a federal agent. But yeah, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Aiden Paladin is coping hard and is really confused that people are giving her shit over banging black dudes and black women instead of, being a homosexual, which is literally against God's teachings. And Aiden Paladin spilled the beans and admitted to how she was very close to being a federal agent, which, for all we know, she could actually be a federal agent. She could be a fucking federal agent, for all we know. But, yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about today. I mean, I could have just as easily talked about Ralph versus Milo, or talk about the parallels between Andy Worski and fucking PBP moving in together, and how that's similar to when Worski moved in with Ralph. But Aiden Paladin just going full mask off and admitting that she was inches away from becoming a federal agent. That's bad. That's way more important to talk about. At least for me. At least for me there. So anyway, it is 2:30 in the morning. I've completely forgotten about what sleep is, but I should probably try to figure out how to get to sleep so I can be well energized for continuing to point and laugh at retards on the internet and doing regular normie shit. I really do need a hobby. Besides this. Anyway, have a good one.